Guys and dolls, Freedom Dad here, and I'm just leaving Dublin just to let everybody know that I'm safe and sound, and I've had an absolutely amazing time. I would love to stay and have a drink and all the rest of it, but I'm on a bit of a schedule of, we got things to do when I go back, and got to get ready for tomorrow as well. Got things to do tomorrow. Like I say, there'll be content coming tomorrow. I've had an amazing time in Dublin, guys. I don't know what to say. It's difficult, because I know I'll be getting hate, I know that, and, like I say, we're all just human beings, and it's just me. It's Freedom Dad, I'm not asking anybody to follow me or support me or agree with me. I'm just doing my videos as Freedom Dad. I'm not representing anybody, the Protestant community or anybody else, I'm representing myself and my daughter. That's as far as it goes, and that's what drives me, nothing else, and that's why I'll never stop, that's why I'll never be compromised, I'll never be bought, I'll never sell my soul, but I just want to say thank you to every single Dubliner that came up and spoke to me, and people from all parts of Ireland, and there was loads of people I wanted to speak to. I will send you messages once I settle the night, and yeah, definitely we'll try and make more time while I'm here. I feel a bit shit that I'm not staying a wee bit longer, because people wanted me to go for a drink and wanted to get a chat, wanted to get interviews and stuff like that, and after the live went down, so yeah, it is, it's just time, that's all. It's just a time. It's 2 hours up here, 2 hours back, and yeah, so I want to say thank you to everybody as well that's left comments on my YouTube post, or the video done this morning about the Sunday World newspaper. So I want to say thank you for all the love. Thank you to everybody who's shared it in Ireland to make sure I was safe. And like I say, it paid off, because people were coming up and saying to me, we don't care. We don't care about your past, Freedom Dad. We're just glad you're here recording and documenting what's going on. And that's what it's about. And that's what I want to do everywhere. I want to record and document what's happening for our kids to look back on, to see the mums and dads that stood up, against so much adversity, being called far right and racist. It is really difficult, really, really difficult for people to stand up. And then you've got like the counter protest, the childless one. I call them the childless one. I don't think any of them have kids, and that's just my personal opinion, guys. And just the whole rhetoric, and people are scared of what their employers think about them, their workmates think about them, even members of their family when they come to these demos, because of the rhetoric of the government and the mainstream media. But as you know, the mainstream media are finished. We're the new mainstream media, and we're here to stay, and we're here to make sure the mainstream media don't come back, because you know how the mainstream media lie. The evidence is there now, and it's not just about me, it's about many people and many things that they've said, and it's about the things that they don't say. They never talk about the rape of our kids, they only talk about the men and women who come out and fight against that. So that's very telling, and one day we will have a mainstream media that will represent us, and until then, us citizens, journalists, will keep going, keep bringing you the news live, unedited and raw, as it happens on the streets of Belfast, Dublin, Scotland and England. Met so many YouTubers and guys from all over, and it's like a wee community we have, and it's amazing. There's, I don't know who's Protestants and Catholics or nothing, It doesn't make a difference, and it's nuts, It's absolutely nuts. But yeah, nothing negative, everything was positive, and I'm on my way home. So I'll do a wee live tonight to say thank you to everybody personally, and we'll get a wee chat. It's going to take me a couple of hours to get home, and thank you all so much, guys. So much love for you, genuine love. I love every man and woman. I've got no hate in my heart. I don't know how to hate. I've never been able to hate. I've never been jealous. I've never had any of them emotions. Whether that's because of mental health, I don't know. Plenty of anger, plenty of anger. But yeah, I think the anger makes up for everything else. You know what I mean? So yeah, but that's all in the past. Like I say, everything's getting better. You guys that have followed me from the start, they've been through everything. And I lost my wife, and and get coming out of that, and then Like, I'm married for 17 years. That nearly broke me, guys. And after everything I've been through, that nearly broke me. But I managed to get through it by the grace of God, you know. And I met Katie and had a little lucky. And I am the luckiest man in the world. And that's why I call her wee lucky, you know what I mean? Yeah, and I picked an amazing woman to have my baby, and she's going to be here a lot longer than I am. So that's all that matters. I'm a late dad, 56, and yeah, everything happens for a reason. You know, like I say, everything happens for a reason. And never, like, you know, I'm one of them ones. If something doesn't go right, then that's God's work. That's God's work. There's a reason why it hasn't went right. He's protecting me. So listen, guys. Always walking the footprints of God. Always believing that God above, and have your faith. Just have faith. He's not going to come down and show himself to you. You've got to have faith, you know. So on that note, God bless every single one of you.